how do you help your clients stay on this track for retirement and with what we're currently seeing with the economy and just the market environment?
I love this. This is the question that really matters so much, right? And I'm going to quote Proverbs 27:12. It states, "A prudent person foresees the danger ahead and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences." Now, you must enter into retirement planning with the end goal in mind, meaning retirement planning is not just about climbing up that mountain, but it's also how do you get back down.
Yeah.
So when going through this with my clients, we put together their retirement plans with the end goal in mind and not just going blindly up that mountain. If you are climbing up a mountain, right, I'm talking to you listeners right now, and if you got a guide, would you want that guide to know how just to get up the mountain? Probably not.
No, I want up and back.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you plan accordingly. So before you even take that journey, and this is where I'm working with my clients, no matter where they're starting at when they reach out to me, it's my job to work with them. And this is where we discuss the 3 Ps with our clients: public, private, and protection. In my nearly 2 decades, I found that people's risk tolerance reflect what's going on in the current market. And if you're really thinking about it, listeners, when the markets are down, this is when you're filling out a risk profile. The typical answers are more conservative than when the markets are up.
Right.
This is not the best case, though, as it pays to stay the same or even go more aggressive when the markets are down. Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." So through our clear picture analysis, we focus on the assets and where they're located between public, private, and protection locations.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a lot of P's. So let's do this. Now, you somewhat gone over PPP, on other shows. So what exactly do you mean by PPP, and tell us how that works?
Well, P for public offers liquidity, more volatility though, and what this means for you is if you need money, this is the first place that you will go. But we have to have the right risk profile so that you can sleep well at night. But we believe we can add a layer of risk transfer so you benefit to you is that if you could take a percentage of your portfolio and add a couple of rules to it within the protection allocation, what that can mean for the overall risk profile. The protection allocation is where we take precautions, going back to Proverbs 27:12, right? We take the precautions for the dynamic markets that we're looking at right now. We address this within our clear picture analysis. We look to see how we could transfer that risk to somebody else's burden, for someone else to really burden that risk for us. Now, that somebody else could be insurance companies, or it could be something more complex like hedge funds or structured products. I would just say that's rather complicated for our conversation right now, Morgan, but you get the point. The benefit for our clients is to still participate in the upside potential, but transfer that risk to someone else. Now, if you're listening and your current advisor is just talking about risk tolerance in the public markets, that is simply not enough. Listen here, right now we are helping those that are losing confidence in the economy and the public markets as a whole. So allow us to talk about some ways that we can still have upside potential but with somebody else's risk. Now, if you're interested in that strategy, those are the listeners that we want to talk with, and they should reach out, Morgan.
Well, let's get that done. We have spots on the calendar. Again, this is with Prime Capital Investment Advisors, where you can find Jason and his team. We have a limited number of spots, 10 total for the show. So what's going to happen for these 10 lucky callers, Jason?
When you call our office, Justin Green will answer if he's not on the phone with another caller. He will call you back as soon as he can to schedule an introductory call and a core values meeting. We want to get to know your story. We want to get to know the story of your money, your goals, your aspirations, and what your concerns are. That's where we start to build out the clear picture analysis, taking a look at what's going on within your investments. We look at building out a risk-first approach, because we could do that with the 3 Ps, right? Private, protection, and public. So this is the way that we go about working with our clients, building a holistic plan around their financial goals. And if that's something that you're interested in, that's who we want to speak with. Reach out. Morgan, how can they schedule these conversations?
All right, we have 10 calendar positions. You can call this number. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can call this number, 843-743-2926. Again, the number, 843-743-2926, or you can text NOBLE to 600-700. Again, that's NOBLE, N-O-B-L-E, to 600-700. Again, this is an opportunity to kind of kick the tires, get to know Jason and his team at Prime Capital Investment Advisors. It's no cost, no obligation, simply no pressure. This is a no-brainer, as they say. And, if you have not started planning, this is a great opportunity. If you are in the middle of something and you just have questions and that feedback's not there and the communication's not there, it is time for a second opinion. Call the number now. Grab one of these 10 positions. They will go fast. 843-743-2926. Again, 843-743-2926. Or you can text NOBLE to 600-700. If you would like to watch the full video and learn more about retirement planning and strategies, just click on the screen.